got my first job wrenching, working on cars. I got myself into some shit. This car needs a tune-up, and it's been sitting for years. The oil's good. Everything seems good, like all the hoses seem alright. It looks like there's a crack right there, split. It's getting some air in the hose. I can just cut it, reattach it, crank down on it. I'm gonna check all the hoses and whatnot. But what I thought would be an easy job, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to change the spark plugs on this car. It's a V6 and it's a coil-on plug. I can get to these three no problem. You can tell they haven't been changed or messed with in a long time. But the other three are underneath this intake. You can't get to them without taking the intake off. Which means all these hoses, everything has to come off. I gotta take these bolts out, lift up the intake. Which means you'll probably need a head gasket, well, intake gasket, head gasket. The intake gasket most likely, because it's been sitting so long, there's a good chance when I pull the intake up, the gasket ain't gonna be good. He says it's revving, like it chugs when it goes, which makes me think one of these hoses are cracked. Could be the intake. Could be several things. I'm probably gonna run a code scanner on it just to see what it says. This one is the only one that's really bothering me. It's definitely split right here. And there's no heat. Which I wanted to check the fluid. Yeah, they definitely packed everything in here. I was gonna tell them $50, you know. Do a tune-up for them, but it's a lot of work for $50. I'm probably gonna have to charge them like $100. And that's a real good deal. The oil's good, it doesn't need new oil. It doesn't, the oil's clean. And there's plenty oil in it. So, then the door, he wants me to take a look at the door. The door handle broke. Which means if this one's broken, the one in the junkyards are probably going to be broken too. It's a pretty clean Lincoln though. For being a Michigan car, it's real clean. I don't really want to show everybody's, the back, the trunk's kind of rusted out. The quarter is starting to rust out. But for a 2001, it's in decent condition, especially being in this neighborhood, like in Detroit in the hood. I was surprised how clean it is. It's getting him around. But his mom, you know, she's in Arizona, the car just sits. She has someone start it up, drive it around the block for a minute, and then park it. I guarantee these plugs haven't been changed. And if they were changed a long time ago. And they're coil-on plugs, so I need a scanner to see if any of the coils are bad. I'm sure they're good. That doesn't mean they are. You know, I could be misfiring. I got a lot to do. Especially for $100. But I feel bad for him because just to take off the intake and have to buy a gasket and all that, pain in the ass. It's worth it though. He ain't got to buy a car. And then he fixes it for his mom. You know, his mom will have a decent running car when she comes to Michigan, and it will last another 10 years. It's under a carport, you know. It might last another 20. The body will fall apart before this engine goes, I'm sure. I don't know how many miles are on it. I didn't check it. But yeah, I got myself into some shit.